Okay, so we are looking at creating our next assessment task. This is a A4 folded baby booklet, and ideally this tutorial is going to lead us through creating something like this. Now in Word, go File, open Recent, Baby Books, Prac Skills. In here, congratulations, you've just become an auntie or uncle for the first time. This is the first baby born to both sides of the family, so it does not have any siblings. You have decided to use your desktop publishing skills to prepare a baby booklet to present as a gift to the new baby's parents. So you are applying the skills. You may be learning a few skills with this video at the same time, but the text in here is what we want to be able to put on our baby booklet. There's a front page, a back page, an inside page, first page, which will be on the left, and an inside second page will be on the right. Going back to InDesign, this is our picture of our first page, and this is what we have on our back page. Now they're both upside down because we are going to fold it over along the halfway line. Okay, so it'll be back to back, and then we're going to fold these two pages in on each other so it becomes a folded booklet. You'll be able to use the example that we create in class with a scrap piece of paper to have a good idea of why we are laying it out the way we do. This video is about creating our A4 booklet page and how we can go about it. So to start with, we're going to have a new document, and we are going to make it A4 page. We don't need to change any other settings at this stage. So go OK, and I have a blank page. Okay, now in the previous document here, I have two faint light blue lines. I am going to put these lines in as a divider, and I can start that by clicking at the top ruler and dragging down. Now as you get to about halfway, you'll see it sort of like snap lock into place, and that's halfway from top to bottom. I'm now going to do the same thing from the left hand side and drag it in, and as you get to halfway you'll find it snap lock into place. Now I have 4 quadrants on my document. Now to label what we have before, this will be page 1, page 4, page 2, page 3, and all of these are going to be filled with text, okay, and then modified. Coming back to our Word document, the baby's name is Jamie Greenwood. I don't know any Greenwoods myself, so that's quite interesting. But this is going to be part of my first text document. So obviously I'm going to want to change my font size as well. Space it out a little bit, and it's not quite centered all the way. I'm going to highlight my text. I can do that by double clicking to be able to type in, and then going Command A to select my text, and then choosing centered, and you can see it's slightly adjusted. I'm going to drag it up a little bit higher. Now in the baby booklet information, I need to put in a photo of a baby of my choice. So we can go to Google and we can look for an appropriate baby image, and you're going to come up with a lot of cute, strange, funny looking creatures, and all of them have endless potential. and you can find one that may actually suit you. We don't need to know who they really are, but from a random baby point of view, okay, we could right click, copy our image today, okay, but let's see if we can find another one. Okay. Don't think I can find the one I used yesterday. A bit old. Here we go. Let's go with this one. So we'll just wait for the picture to load and then we will use it. And essentially, you know, picking a baby picture doesn't have to be all that challenging, okay? Simply go find one, we can go copy image, come back to InDesign, right click, paste, and it's quite large. So at the moment, we need to resize our image. Now I can resize it proportionately from one spot down to the other by holding down Shift. If I hold down the Alt key, it'll resize it proportionally evenly, all right, from top to bottom as I go. If I go Alt Shift, it will combine both of them as well. Now, that doesn't exactly look like a full baby in that picture, but if I go right click and fitting, I can fit content proportionally, and there's my picture. So this is my supposed picture of Jamie Greenwood, and I've resized it again to fit where I want. I can go fitting, fit content proportionally, and there we go. This is my Jamie Greenwood at the moment. What other information do I need? I need the date of birth, 21st of January 2016. Now, we can go right click copy. We can also come back in here and go right click paste and drag our text box in. Now what you'll notice is all these lines that are popping up are saying, all right, well this is straight, it's parallel, and some of these lines are the same width as the title and the picture above as well. Here's our date, 21st of January 2016. I can simply just keep on increasing it as I go. Right, center it. And let's go 2036. So we've got our title and our date both at 26. And for the purpose of this tutorial, that is enough for my front page. However, we did talk about having our page upside down. So to do that, I can rotate all these objects, or I can select all of them together, go right click and group them, and here I can choose to rotate it all the way around until it snaps into place, I hope. You might want to hold down Shift because that will help it snap around in place. Okay. Alright, and I'll just drag it up a little bit. Okay, there's my Jamie Greenwood, and there's my picture. Okay. So, page 4. What do we have on page 4? We have a poem. Okay. The following poem, block centered. And as you can see, the text overflows. So I can double click on my corner. I'll do it again. Double click on the corner, and it will resize it automatically. And we want it to be block centered. Okay, let's just resize it a little bit more. Now if we increase the size, we don't want to have any broken lines like this. So I think size 15 may actually be large enough for this particular font. And we'll bring it down a little bit. Okay, congratulations on your new addition, A Baby is a Rare Treasure. A sweet and innocent angel, nothing else can quite compare. A baby's smiles and coos will bring you joy. It'll fill your hearts with love and pleasure. So cherish these special infant times with your little baby, your precious treasure. There's our poem. Now our Word document is going to ask us to put in an appropriate graphic or object and a message that says and is set out in the following way. A special gift created for my niece and nephew, Jamie Greenwood, with love from your auntie and uncle. Your name. So here, I can paste my text in, realign it. Let's make this size 15. Baby's name is Jamie Greenwood. With love from your auntie or uncle. And Uncle Matthew. Now you don't have to put your own name in. You can choose to put others' names in too. But again, we are going to block center it. And we've got size 15. Increase it a little bit. No. Now it's my nephew, not my niece. So we do need to edit that text, just like I took out auntie. And inside a text box, we can also specifically individually increase our name. Now I need to put in an appropriate picture for a graphic at the end. Now, first thing I can think of, okay, is what I would be doing. Baby basketball booties. Alright. That looks awesome. Definitely. Got some Nikes, Jordans, LeBrons. Let's go with these ones here. Okay. Pretty big. You right click copy image. And come back to InDesign. Right click paste. And here is the basketball booties. Adjust this, move our text up. Okay. Doesn't really look that great once we zoom out. Okay. By double clicking on the picture, I can then choose to resize the actual picture. we go. Okay. So I've got my page 4 ready. I'm going to select all 3 objects. Right click group. Now I rotated it around before. Another way to rotate this around can be go to object, transform, rotate 180 degrees. Now it rotates it, but it puts it in a different spot. Now I just need to bring it back and drag it in. Okay, page 2 and page 3. We want our baby's details. Pasting text in. And drag this away out. Okay. Now, if the text doesn't last that long, I can close up my text box here, shrink it up, and if I want to place it dead center between the top and bottom, I can drag it down a little bit, and at some point there should be some spot that allows me to place it there. Alright, now page 3, so this is going to be the mother's and father's details. InDesign, paste it inside. What's this one? 19. So I have my font the same. Okay. Now that is not really going to be the greatest baby booklet. Okay. Something we may want to actually consider would be some inset spacing. So bring it away from the edge. Okay. Now because that may force text to disappear, we would need to come back and then shrink it down. We can do the same for this one, text frame options, create the insert spacing, and shrink it down. Okay, so a bit of space from the edges. If I wanted to add in a stroke of a color around each edge, I could. Okay. And if not, okay, I can change the color of the stroke and increase it at the same time. Now as we increase our stroke, we're actually going over the border of the edge, so it would spill onto the other page. What we can do to change that, alright, is look at applying different objects. Okay, we can change what sort of stroke we might have. Okay, and we can also come over the stroke over here. And in this spot here, you've got a few more options. Obviously, I don't really want it to be that thick, and I'm not leaving a stroke in it at the moment. Okay. Let's take this one off. Alright, so again, just going back to our text frame options, insert spacing. Okay. And this might be better placed there. Okay. So the name of Jamie Greenwood is French for I love you. That's strange because I don't exactly understand that. Alright, so we've got a space between our time and our words. We probably want to have the same here, and then it's also the same with weight. Okay. If you decide to change your star sign, you may be able to go find yourself another star sign meaning as well. But aside from some other basic editing as to make this look a little bit better, okay, that is essentially how we go about creating our baby booklet. Thank you.